The Slim Fast 14-day effect on your New Year's resolution. Day 1, the new year. You want to kick it off with a bang, and you're not just talking about fireworks. Day 14, you're ready to start this year right, looking great and preferably on top.
2 weeks is all it takes to get what you really want. Swap 2 meals a day for Slim Fast protein shakes or bars, get in a 30-minute workout, and stick to a 1,200-calorie diet to lose up to 6 pounds in your first 14 days. Find Slim Fast in a store near you.
You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
The AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Dance Moms After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Dance Moms After Show.
Get on the floor. My world is with my girls. Living on the dance floor. Living on the dance floor. My world is with my girls. Living on the dance floor. Get up, get on the floor. Living on the dance floor.
Yeah, floor.
Do I have to judge all that?
No, please do not judge that.
It's the first of the year. I don't need suicidal tendencies like the first of the year.
First of the season, right. Welcome, everyone. We are back. It is a new year and a new season.
And a new shirt.
Yes, a brand new my Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Birthday shirt from the one and only, our special guest here tonight. Our exclusive interview with America's favorite dance teacher, Miss Abby Lee Miller, is here.
Yes.
Yay!
Round of applause.
But I think this is the shirt that we need to talk about.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the one that I had on.
Well, that too, but this is more important.
Yes, we have the one-of-a-kind Abby Lee Miller Dance Company shirt.
It's a little rocker, little edgier. Change the font for the season 4.
For season 4.
Season 4.
Quality t-shirts. These will not shrink in the dryer.
And berry is the hottest color.
Berry is
the 2014 color.
It is.
It is.
Look at
her lips.
Where can they get the shirt?
Online at AbbyLeeDanceCompany.com.
Yeah, so if you would
go to the Shoppy, Broadway Babies Dancewear, Shoppy. I have a new dancewear line coming out too.
You have a lot going on, and we're gonna.
I'm busy.
We're gonna get into all that. But first, we are going to introduce our lovely host for our exclusive interview with Miss Abby Lee Miller. Starting with.
Okay.
Hey guys.
The skinny little one.
Skinny batch.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie McGrath here. I've just joined on with you guys in the Dance Moms. I'm excited.
Yes,
Abby,
welcome.
It's fantastic.
So glad to have you here. Hey people, Jason J. Carter back in the hot seat. Yeah, I was gone for a minute, filling in for some people. Hi Tony. Happy New Year, everyone. Hi Abby.
Happy New Year.
I'm so excited to be sitting next to you.
You want to rub shoulders with me?
Well, I am. And apparently, we almost have the same birthday, but we don't.
Oh,
Doesn't
are
matter.
you a Libra or Virgo?
I'm a Libra.
See, I feel like I am a Libra.
You kind of are. But
I'm on the cusp.
You have
On
those
the cusp.
Virgo tendencies, though.
What does that mean?
A whole lot of things. Abby, a whole lot of things.
Isn't Virgo the Virgin?
I guess.
There's no man's a
bet.
Creative genius is a Virgo.
Yeah. Jesus was a Virgo.
Oh.
And there you have it.
He was not a Virgo.
And of course, everyone, before you forget,
It was Christmas.
I know. I was waiting for you to get the joke.
before everyone forgets, I'm Tony Moore because I always forget to introduce myself.
We don't get the and I'm Tony Moore.
You know,
Come on, Tony.
I have to come up with something
You gotta
new.
leave them wanting more.
I always leave them wanting more, which is why my last name is Moore. Because I always give more and nothing less.
Yes. Wow.
And next week we will be joined by our other two host panelists, Francisco and Annika, who were on Abby's Ultimate
are
Dance
made-up
Competition.
names.
Those are not made up names. Those are their names.
No parents named their children that.
Yes, that's their real birth names.
Promise you. True story.
True story.
I mean, they're not my children.
See pictures of them.
But they will be back. Francisco is dancing and twirling in Vegas on a dance job.
He's gone with the way
and-
fabulous.
Isn't he? And Annika is still enjoying her New Year's festivities and holidays. So
Hungover.
Okay.
they will be back when we do our recap. But let's get into Abby. Let's talk all things Abby because it's all about you, Miss Abby Lee Miller. So first of all, congratulations on 4 seasons of Dance Moms.
I know,
Yes.
and you have no idea what that means to me.
What does that mean to you? Tell us, because I mean it's 4 seasons that and
It's
the
a
show.
secret. It's a promise I got a long time ago.
A promise that you got a
Yeah.
long time ago.
That you would have 4 seasons?
No, that I got a promise for season 1, and then if I got season 2, then if I got season 3, and no.
Like that season, that promise is called a contract, right?
No, I signed that thing. Literally, they stuck a pen in my hand and said, you have to sign right now, right here, on a stage at a competition for the first show, first episode, no lie.
Really?
Nope.
What?
No attorney present.
No, you know what
You should always have an attorney present for
I do.
anything. I have an attorney present just to walk down the street.
I have a good one now. He's kind of hot, too.
He's black.
Nice.
He's not black, right?
No.
We're going to talk about why I keep asking if he's black a little bit later. But yes, 4 seasons of Dance Moms. Now, whenever I get to meet stars such as yourself and stars who do what you do.
Well, that's very kind. I just consider myself a dance teacher that got lucky.
Well, but I mean, Abby, you're more than just a dance teacher now. You are a bona fide brand. I mean, the Abby Lee Dance Company is a brand now, and
Yes.
I mean, and it's a very successful brand. But did you ever think it would be to the magnitude that
I
it is
never
now?
thought the details, when you're dreaming or thinking of what could be, I never thought there would be a billboard on Hollywood Boulevard that is, 4 stories high? It's insane. It's
We actually
surreal.
have a picture
have
of that billboard.
There it is.
Right above Madame Tussauds in,
Look at that
in
cleavage.
Hollywood.
Great cleavage, and those are bona fide real.
They're
All
real.
natural.
They're
All
real.
natural.
How he knows, I don't know.
My mom does boobs, so I can tell you.
Okay, all right. So
Jason's
anyway,
picture,
yes. So I never imagined anything like this, but I was kind of always a star in my own mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. What was it like for you when let's take us back to season 1. Like you're going from just regular dance teacher in Pittsburgh, and now suddenly there are cameras. There's all
No
these things
makeup,
happen-
throw my hair in a headband.
Yeah.
Black sweats, go into the studio, doing my thing, sweating, gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that like back in season 1 to have your life go from just regular everyday what you're used to then cameras and lights and all
Well,
that?
originally it was a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Do I have to take that away from you?
No. I totally just spilled everything, but it'll be fine. It'll dry up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
As you were.
Continue on.
All right. So back when it first started, suddenly there was this invasion, and that's what I refer to it as, because no dance teacher can realize how many crew members and your sound people and your light people and your the cameramen, but then there's another 27 people standing around. I don't know what they do, but they're taking up space in my studio. They wear like, it's not, Pittsburgh is slushy and dirty and gray and there's cinders and, so they drag this stuff all into the studio. It's taken me literally 3.5 seasons to get them to wear booties on their shoes when they come in the actual dance studio.
Yeah.
They don't understand that a child's going to be laying on their back in a leotard and get a cinder in their shoulder. Like, they're from the world of television and they're very good at their jobs. They're wonderful to work with that way. But when we go to live theater, like, they get up and they just like walk across the stage while the kid's dancing, and I'm like, you did not just do that.
Right. They don't get the etiquette of,
and those television people, you know how they dress kind of like
nothing
down.
they
It's
think
very
like, I don't
comfortable.
understand what the girls like. Why can't they like have lipstick and a ponytail and a bow and wear black?
Right.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
It's because they're being a part of the production
TV
and
production.
stuff.
They always think,
it's like
well, they might have to pick up garbage. I go, I don't care. Put the lipstick on.
it's like they're always running around
It's
and
like-
doing
they're not-
stuff.
it's
And
like
they're
a
behind the
fraternity.
scenes. Like they
And
don't.
they just don't have a lot of theater etiquette for live theater. So when we
Right.
go to the competitions,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, I'm teaching all these grown adults that are professionals that are getting paid.
Yeah.
And I yell at them. just like the kids. So anyway, that was the biggest thing to get used to, because when we shot the show, we didn't air it. You know, it wasn't airing. So the whole, oh my goodness, television, all that, that didn't sink in yet.
Yeah.
So pretty much, though, with the crew members, they're clearly not the dancers. They don't have the dancer's physique.
No, and a kid's doing a
Would we
round-up back
say?
handspring, and they're just standing there like, you know, like a child is flying at you.
Yep.
Move.
Right.
Yeah.
A moving
Yeah.
object is hurling towards you.
Yeah, so that's been trying, and I'm still running a business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I still have a working dance studio.
Right.
So all the other kids that aren't on the show, you know, bags pushed over, this, that. It's just difficult. And kids are jealous that aren't on the show. And
was
then there's
just
kids
gonna
that don't care, that don't want to be on the show.
Yeah.
Mothers that are in there causing so much trouble thinking there's hidden cameras everywhere and they're going to get on the show.
Yeah.
Because they're just crazy psycho. And then there's other people that are very lovely, nice, kind, pay their bill on time, respectful, follow the rules people who don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make everybody happy, and, you know, at the end of the day, I have to know what I'm doing is right for the kids.
Well,
Right.
maybe something like Slim Fast for our crew members. I mean, clearly,
I love how she transitioned
they
into
don't
that.
have
You did a great job.
the dance figures or anything like that. So with Slim Fast, 2 weeks is all it takes to get you what you really want.
Shut
now,
up.
guys,
2 weeks?
in 14 days, I'm not kidding.
Well,
The only thing that's gonna be higher-
I can't be behind this because I think I have a deal with somebody else, so I'm not mentioning that. I don't know anything
No,
about that.
it's our live read. Continue, Stephanie.
Anything higher than your confidence is going to be your hemline. So this podcast, guys, is brought to you by Slim Fast.
And thanks to all the kind folks at Slim Fast. Now, speaking of
Look, Abby,
Abby, I wanted to ask you a question though, in regards to, because you hit the nail on the head. You said that you are running a business, that you know your studio's still a working studio. But going back to when you first started doing the show, were you afraid that you were going to compromise a lot of yourself to do the show? Because every season you're very staunch and very adamant on letting the viewers know that you're passionate about what you do, that you care about the girls.
Right.
So were you afraid that you might have to not sell out, but possibly compromise a lot of your
Integrity?
value, integrity and values?
No. I considered possibly retiring about the age of 45. I didn't think that I'd still be doing this.
That's 10 years from now.
Thank you. I want to do a lot of other things. I want to design dancewear. I want to design costumes. I want to design children's clothing. I want to produce. I want to get involved in the music industry and more theater, live performances. So there's a lot of things that I wanted to do. And John Corella, the creator of the show, and we have gazillion ideas. We have, people now coming to us saying, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? We have other network. I mean, it's the possibilities are limitless, you know? So I think when it happened, I was ready for something else. And that's why I never wanted to perform. A, it's really hard work. And B, I get bored easily. And my favorite thing probably when they shoot the show is when I get to take a kid's costume and like mess it up and make it dirty, like if they're doing the Diary of Anne Frank or something, and I get to, and the kid has it on, and I grab the blush brush and the black eyeshadow, and I'm like making it dirty on the kid, and where the body parts would hit the floor and all that. Like, I love that creative aspect. So to do something day in and day out, over and over I've been doing this 34 years now.
Yeah.
So I was ready for something new.
So if this show hadn't come on, would you say you would have been retired?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not retired, but probably not in Pittsburgh. Probably living in Florida and teaching for other people, coaching, yelling at somebody else's kids.
Well, speaking of other things that you have done and ventured away from Dance Moms, you created Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition.
Yes.
How did that come about? Did you just decide, I'm tired of dealing with moms, I just want to be with kids? Or how did that come about?
Actually, I hope I'm not speaking out of turn. John and I, that was an idea originally. When I first heard So You Think You Can Dance announcements for auditions back in the day.
Yeah.
I was like on the phone with him, with everybody, like, oh, what are they doing? Who cares? They're 18. Go get a job. They're missing. They're done competing. It's over.
Yeah.
You had your shot.
Yeah.
And I thought they're missing all of this. And I had a student on it, Miranda Molaski. She was on the show, and now she's a working dancer.
Hey.
And she's on tour with Kanye West.
Yay.
Yes. So she's done very well. But I wanted to see the interaction between the student and their teachers. They weren't allowed to mention their teachers' names. They weren't allowed to wear their sweatsuits from their studio. I wanted to see the mother and the kid, and then the dad
You want
comes
to see
in
the
like
behind the scenes.
Yeah,
what
like there's so
family,
much.
everything that goes into
Those
it that you
kids
see
are
every day.
Right, those kids are incredible dancers. The choreographers are outstanding. They've brought dance into everybody's home, and I try to do the same thing. So we wanted to do it with the younger kids and do it with the moms and the behind the scenes and all of that. However, I just want to make one thing clear. I was an executive producer on that show. But when it was in pre-production, I was shooting Dance Moms.
Right.
So I didn't really get my say till I walked into the theater and I was like, "What the hell is this? How can they dance? What? It's like plexiglass. Like really?"
Yeah.
So and then there was so many elaborate props and we're harnessing these kids up and I'm like, just stand there and tondu. Let me see a double pay.
Yeah.
Let me see a clean triple pirouette, and we can weed out the people.
Right.
So it really wasn't done. You know, you give these ideas. I don't know television. Although I've been watching it for a long time.
Right. Me too.
I could, recite every Brady Bunch episode, word by word. Pork chops and applesauce. Okay. So, and it is New Year's Day, and I have to have pork and sauerkraut.
Well,
So I don't know where I'm going to find that in LA.
After the show, we will find
It's
out.
not a sandwich.
Oh,
It's like
like-
a roast and mashed potatoes. And
I don't eat meat, so I've never. I mean, just kidding.
Shut up. Well, being from the South, you're supposed to have like collard greens and black eyed peas
Right, there's
and like all that.
traditions.
Yeah,
There's
it's
certain
tradition.
traditions
This is
to
like
help you go into the
German,
new year.
Irish, Scottish. That's what I am.
Yeah.
Oh, Abby, I'm really hungry now. Secondly, competitions. Okay, so Dance Moms, as we know, there's a lot of competitions. What is the vibe now? Because when you guys go to competitions, again, you guys are a major brand. When you guys roll up on set, how are you?
How
We
you
don't,
treated.
we don't roll up. We're in a bus.
I know. I have to say,
But
your bus will
it's
get you anywhere. And
But it's the whole like fanfare. Like whenever they show you guys at competitions,
What's
it's like
the
the bus
reception
rolls
like
up.
that you
It's
get?
like
Came
red
back from
carpet. It's
war.
like cameras and
Yeah.
like it's like
Lights.
it's almost like they've
Well,
tweeted and texted like
flowers.
they're here. Bring your cameras out.
Right.
They're coming.
Okay, here's the deal with the competitions. My friends, my colleagues that all own competitions, we don't shoot there because
Yep.
it's kind of like I have to keep something sacred for my
Right.
students that aren't on the show.
Yeah.
And even Maddie, Mackenzie, Nia, and Kendall, they compete with my other kids at my studio. Like they're in the other groups and in all the numbers.
Yeah.
So they have to go to those competitions,
Right.
and most of them are conventions
Sure.
that have master classes, which is very educational in what I do.
Yeah.
And there's no way we could shoot there. We can't sign off every kid in those classes.
Yeah.
The teachers won't paid for their choreography. They're using music that we don't have the rights to. It's just impossible.
Right.
So there's other competitions, many of whom.
Intensity.
Yes.
You'll be at intensity like, whoa.
I hope you just did not give them that plug. What is wrong with you?
I'm not giving them the plug. It's a part of the show. We even talk about like, God damn, they're at intensity
Okay,
again.
so what's happening is we started shooting in October. Well, the competition season doesn't start till January. So October, November, and December, I mean, the weekend before Christmas, there's not a dance competition.
Right.
Yep.
So we've reached out to several dance competitions, and they host them. They advertise them. They pay for the facility. They hire the judges. It's all legit. It's all very real. But the people that are coming know it's for the filming of a Dance Moms
Yeah.
episode.
Got it.
So it's all
Okay.
staged and put together for the
Well,
show in a
No, I wouldn't
way.
use the word stage.
Well, not
I wouldn't use
stage.
the word stage.
Not stage, but
No,
like
these are real kids.
Yeah.
They're really competing. They're paying an entrance fee to come to the
They're
competition.
aware.
Yeah.
They're aware of
They're
it.
aware.
And they like it, and they're fans, and they're excited to see me.
Yep.
They're excited to see the kids.
Yeah.
They're excited to see them dance in a live performance.
Yeah.
And what'll happen is we're in some high school auditorium, and as the day goes on, more and more and more kids, teenagers, families come, and pay an admission at the door to get in to watch us.
Yeah.
And watch the kids. So I don't get any of it.
I will say,
but,
from watching, me and Tony, we always talk about the show. And from watching, I will say that when your girls dance collectively together, it's so amazing. I have yet to see a bad group number versus seeing them individually. But touching on the response from the audience and from people.
Well, the group's good because you're not looking at everybody else. All right.
But with the good comes the bad. What is? You have all these like online parenting groups, and people that speak out against bad parenting or whatever online that comment on the show saying that kids shouldn't be in that environment. How do you temper that? Like, what is your response to parents that go ham on the content that's in Dance Moms?
Personally, I get about one email per 500, one negative per 500 positive. So they might have their little groups out there, but they're not coming to my face and saying it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they know how. I think you come to my studio knowing what you want. Before the show, before there was ever a TV show, I'm the serious studio in town. I'm the studio that you go to if you really want your kid to do this. I'm the studio that other kids quit their schools to come to me to get the opportunities, to get the private introduction to the Disney audition, to get the Michael Rooney. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that.
Oh, didn't hear that.
Michael Macaroni.
No.
Is
I love Michael Rooney.
Stop thinking about food.
I love Michael Rooney, but let's say, my kids go into audition for him, my older students that are out here living now, and, to hear somebody like that say, you must be one of Abby's kids.
That says something.
To me, that's what it's all about. That's such a huge compliment.
I agree.
Coming from a great person, to say that they recognize the technique and the talent and just the wherewithal and that they're prepared and that they're on time and they have their heels and they have their sheet music and they're ready to go.
What about your teaching methods, though? Do you think the way that viewers see it and how it's depicted, is it any different on the show?
Yes, and I think when I have my master classes that I teach all over the country, sometimes we don't have time to do a master class, and I'll just do like a Q&A type thing.
Yep.
When they leave that, they have a completely different vibe on what I do and a respect for what I do. They see me with the kids. They see me working hand in hand with Maddie or Nia or whomever on the stage. They're assisting me. I'm teaching class. I go around, I'm taking a kid's foot and I'm grabbing it and I'm bending it. And they see that I'm sweating and I'm working and that this is my passion and what I do. And they walk out of that room like, oh my God. I mean, completely different opinion of me.
How do you personally then deal with that you're getting this completely different, which, a lot of it can be seen in a negative light of you on the TV show? When
I've been talked about by a lot better people. So.
Yeah.
By a lot better people.
Some mother in the Midwest ripping on me, who cares?
Some mother in Joplin, Missouri.
Unless you've seen 50 Broadway shows and you want to discuss the difference between Michael Bennett's choreography and Bob Fosse and Jerome Robbins, then shut up.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
That's how she handles it. There you go.
Pow! Hashtag pow!
So what has Dance Moms done for the Abby Lee Miller company? I don't know why.
It's Abby Lee Dance Company. There's no Miller, sweetheart.
I'm sorry. I don't
You're
know
going
why
to
I
have
said
to
that.
give your shirt back.
No, I'm not giving it back.
At least you got a shirt.
Get your life.
You got a car.
Yeah.
Right.
I did.
But what has that done for your studio and your company now that it's always
Nothing.
Are you serious? Like I would imagine people were like
Camping
knocking
out.
the door down trying to get their
People
kids in and
fly
be a part of
in
it.
from Australia.
Yeah.
To take class.
represented.
We think they're crazy. And people come from all over. And they walk in, they just want to see the place, they want to stand in front of the wall. We got some new wallpaper, you're going to see it this coming up.
Yes,
this season.
Good.
remodel.
We
And
wanted a revamp in the studio,
What's
didn't
up with
we?
the remodel? The studio. I mean, because I saw one episode where there were some potholes in the parking lot.
There's lots of potholes.
I was like, can
They're new. They're new.
Can we
we
at
get
least
some
get
pavements or
Yeah, it talks to Lifetime.
Lifetime? Can we hook it up? Can we get I don't know, a new paint job on the studio?
No.
Why not? You want?
I would love to tell you what they pay to rent my studio each episode.
But we will not be able to say that. To, the poor John. John is in there like, oh God.
It's way less than any purse I carry. Just saying.
Ooh.
Okay, so people come from Australia to come and take
all over.
classes.
They come from all over. I mean, probably we have books that we keep, like a guest book, and everybody that walks in should sign it. They walk in, they buy the T-shirts, they want to look at the studio. We're very, open door policy with them come in. I love when they're shooting upstairs and I let a whole bunch of people just go ahead, it's okay, go ahead up there. And they get to see the moms and most of the kids are very nice and take pictures with everybody.
Oh,
and
wait, so are the moms there like 24/7? It's like, okay, stop by at 3:30. So and so will be here for sure. You might get a glimpse of.
When we shoot, the kids we're dark on Monday, but my studio is still up and running, and all the girls on the show are supposed to be in class.
Got it.
On Monday. Mm-hmm. And then Tuesday, we do the pyramid and the interview, but, they all go to school, except Maddie and Mackenzie now, traditional school,
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Till 4:30. So, and everybody out there, we don't let Melissa teach them at home. It's not homeschooled, okay? We don't know what they would be learning. It is like in a library with a certified teacher who's retired, who works with them on their exact curriculum that they need for their classes.
Abby, so pyramid. Okay, so we gabbed about this all last season, but we think Lifetime. You guys need to.
I could be here all day.
You guys need to give Abby like a dissension from some kind of smoke,
some projection like that comes down, or like flash your way to do the pyramid.
I hate to mention her because I hope she just shrivels up.
Kathy?
Like an apple should. Did you ever make those projects like in science class where you like cut the apple like a face and
right?
That's her.
Yeah.
That's her. That's what I did. Cut that apple out and she shriveled up. So she has the screen.
Right.
My idea. I said to this guy once on the show. I said, I could go to Apple. Like to the Mac store, they love me, and we're in there all the time because everything's always broken.
Yeah.
Why don't we get a big screen and we'll just
Yeah. That's what we want to say.
Next week, I see the show.
I know. We were like,
because she even has
That's
sound.
what they do.
She has
They
sound
take
effects
my
for hers
ideas
and run with it.
And they. Well, they
give it
don't
to
really
somebody
run
else.
with it. They kind of,
Okay, and how close is it? I don't get it. Like you're in Pittsburgh, and the Candy Apple Studio is in Dayton, Ohio.
3.5 hours.
Okay, but you guys have some magic bus or something that gets you places in 5 minutes because you'll be in Pittsburgh one night, the next day you're in Miami. We're driving to South America to compete at intensity.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did you
Stop.
But no, seriously. Okay,
We have some other new competitions. Fierce coming on board.
Fierce.
Jump.
Fierce.
World Talent Productions, and my favorite, Sheer Talent.
Sheer talent.
Sounds like
Miss Vicky Sheer.
A Maybelline color. Sheer talent.
Sheer
Yeah.
talent. So speaking of this new season,
Yes, season 4.
without giving anything away.
Shut up!
Boy, just what?
I never say that, and I said that, and it's woo.
Well,
Nothing.
we do know
Just a
Holly
little-
has a new hairstyle. I did see that on
Well,
the promo.
good for her.
for her. Good on
And she
her.
had her feet operated on, so the bunions are a little less than they used to be.
Holly had bunions?
But now you know what's happening.
I can't
You know what's
imagine
happening?
Dr. Holly with
Does Jill still have a
bunions.
mullet?
Oh, she's bad bunions.
Oh,
Did you see the
Lord.
Christmas specials and her husband cute and nice?
Yes.
Love him.
Yes.
He's a great guy.
Yes. But in 3 words, Abby, how would you? In just 3 words. How would you describe this upcoming season?
In 3 words.
In 3
Yeah.
words.
I could describe me in 3 words.
Well, we know that.
I mean, duh.
But how would you describe
Season
this
4.
season? Because I'm sure it's going to be drama filled
fierce,
and
ferocious.
and
Scary.
everything.
Scary. What's something completely different about this season?
You see the
Maddie's, it's more than 3 words.
When it comes to Maddie, of course.
Maddie's continual improvement. She's in the same room with the same teachers, in the same class. How come she keeps getting better?
I don't understand. Maddie is like the perfect little dancer.
I know, John and I.
To hear that like she's improving, it's like
she's
an alien.
She's getting better.
She is. She's getting.
Did the face improve though?
Oh,
shut up! She's gorgeous.
She's Gabby. Okay, she's
okay.
Have you seen her
Wait.
perform live?
No.
Okay,
No.
that face doesn't
Exists
convey as well on television, but live in a big theater when you're in the house.
Yeah,
She has big features.
Yeah.
She has big eyes. Big, you know.
Good. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, wait. So one more. We got scary,
Improving.
improving, and one more to describe season 4.
We have a new singer in the group. Music.
Music is a fourth word.
Are we allowed to
Can we get a
venture
snippet?
out who
be
else
boss.
is? Is it Brooke with a
Is there any country singing going on?
a sophomore album, a sophomore EP?
No, I don't know anything about that. I really don't even know her anymore. I don't really know.
Abby, I do think that for season 4, I'm hoping that the girls' glamour shots are a lot better than.
They're horrible.
Who allows that?
And I just once again, I walk in, I go, what? These
Like
first of all, they're not
Asian background?
headshots. They're like down to here. They're like
glamour
mid
shots.
They're glamorous.
And they want them to look a little more glamorous. They don't want like a
It was
traditional.
Kendall. Kendall was the only one that had
Kendall's
like a
giving-
glamour.
She's a beautiful
glamour
child.
shot. Yeah,
Yes.
she was the.
Oh no! Wait till you see. Oh.
No.
Oh, what was that? Wait until you see.
I love on the show when they're like, we're gonna be in LA, we're taking meetings at MSA, and we're gonna go and take pictures.
says that?
And no, on the show when
I can't believe you mentioned them too. My God! You guys shut up! Don't mention anybody else.
sorry.
Hi, John and Julie. Hi.
Abby, speaking of the girl, let's talk about
Did
the
you get a big
girls.
Christmas present from them?
you know, they are my
Good.
agency.
Did you get a gift? You did?
No.
I didn't think so. God.
Let's talk about the girls and what Dance Moms has done for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are they divas yet?
Yeah, like what's going on with
Is Nia a diva?
Maddie and Nia and Kendall and
Well, those
Brooke
guys
and
are
Paige,
they're
Chloe?
some of the kids I really don't want to comment on. They don't speak to me.
At all.
So
Well, they all got really good orthodontia. I was so excited that they all got braces.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah,
yes.
some of those grills were just like, get some orthodontia.
yeah, well, you know that's up to your dentist and your orthodontist when they're going to go on, when they're going to come off.
right.
Because they were all like,
You know.
Abby, I can't do that. I was like, yes, Nia. But seriously, like the kid, like what are they're getting older. They're like young women now.
They're
so.
tweens.
Tweens, yes.
They're tweens, and they're like we said, Maddie has 1 million or almost 1 million, whatever, Instagram followers. So they are household names. They're great. Some of them are very into that, and their mothers have their phones constantly. All I see is the top of their heads. Constant. One of the ones you mentioned. Constantly. And then the other ones, they're not really into that.
Yeah.
Maddie, now that she's, I hate to keep bringing her up, but now that she's homeschooling, which is really in the library with the teacher, she has more time, so she's taking ballet classes in the morning at my studio. I hooked her up with a great acting coach who runs our high school for the creative and performing arts in the city, a dear friend, Mindy. And so she comes to the studio and works with her now. She's getting scripts from movies. She actually has... She just did a Skechers industrial for
nice.
our friend, Raj Kapoor.
That's cool.
And, you know, things are happening for the kids, but they're busy. Like they're dancing, they're in school all day, they're at the dance studio, and they're shooting. So even though in their contracts, I think they're allowed to do other things now, there's really nothing
no time.
to do. And if anybody's listening, any big ad campaigns or commercials or whatever, please come to us. The kids would be wonderful to work with. They're great. They have great faces on camera, but I think it's a little controversial, the show, and that's why products don't want to really
It's
jump
very
behind
controversial.
that.
I mean,
But I feel
Definitely.
like it has nothing to do with
the kids.
though.
Right.
Like it shouldn't.
That's okay, because they can model my dancewear.
Well,
Yeah,
there you go.
They're just collateral
But how
damage.
do you feel though about your students then verging off into acting and singing and stuff
Are you
like that? Are you
territorial?
encouraging that, or are you sort of like, no, I want you to be a dancer?
You know, I certainly didn't encourage the way things were handled with the song and the CD and all of that. I feel if you're going to do anything in life, you need to do it 100% and be the best that you can be. You know, you can't have somebody look for the sheet music, or not even the sheet music, the words written down on a phone because you can't remember them and supposedly you wrote them yourself. I don't know. So I want the kids to do all that. I mean, my kids sing, my kids act. They have for years.
Yeah.
I mean, I have kids on Broadway. I have kids, you know, I have a young lady in Big Fish right now with a role. I think it's closing, but she's amazing. So you have to sing. I mean, if you're just going to be a dancer, sorry, guys. You know, you're going to be standing behind the person that's singing.
I am more than just a dancer.
And I think coming up in the back half of season 4, you're going to see a little controversy with Maddie perhaps having to dance backup for her little sister Mackenzie.
Ooh.
Who, by the way, is so darling. We just love Mackenzie because she, I mean, bless her heart, forgets her choreography like every other show, but she kills it.
Well, she doesn't forget her words. And Mac Z has a single coming out soon. Yes.
Max, yes. So, okay.
Was that an exclusive first time?
For
Anybody's
AfterBuzz
heard?
exclusive.
AfterBuzz exclusive.
It is.
So-
That's the first time I said it. I hope I don't get in trouble.
I will say, though, that Dance Moms is the show that keeps on giving because you guys, I mean, have your seasons.
Do you know how
all
many
here.
numbers we've done? Do you know how many pieces of music that my assistants have edited? They're not sound engineers. They're not acoustical engineers. And they're sitting there like on a bus editing that music.
We had to take a break from doing the show because, like, damn, the show was still like
just
it's.
keeps
I mean,
it
it was what,
Go.
33?
38. Well, I thought it was more.
So how many episodes did you?
26.
I mean,
It was a lot. We
A lot
had
of specials.
like after
Yeah.
Oh, and they tag a few more on here and a few more on
yeah.
there. I know.
like just when we thought we were done, it was
Nope.
like, here we go some more. We were like, this season is good for you,
I had
but
to call in
it's like
sick.
this season was like
Good for me.
long.
No,
I have a poor mother who's ill and has colon cancer, and I have a business to run, and and they're like, one more episode. They're like, oh. And then, you know, I took over the costuming
for the
for the show.
Yeah.
Before I killed the person that was supposed to be in charge of the costuming.
Abby. So I so sorry. We have to talk about. We won't go in depth specifically about each individual mom, but we have to talk about.
Please don't do that.
Things that are just crunk on the show because you had Nakaya. You had
I didn't have Nakaya. Producers brought her in.
Black Patsy, who I was a fan of. I thought she was great for the show.
was evil.
I thought she was hashtag Team Too Much.
I thought she was hashtag everything.
She
Sickening
was
Fierce, Ferocious.
She was
Team
ghetto.
Too Much.
Beyonce, move over, give me Nakaya.
No,
Well, she was
No,
from
she
St.
was ghetto.
Louis.
She was ghetto.
It
From
was
the
she,
Lou.
like
I have wonderful friends in St. Louis that have big, beautiful studios. Renee Johnson. So I'm just letting you know that she was ghetto.
But
She was a lot.
Here's the thing, though. The moms, we're not like reality TV is reality TV, and not saying it's staged, but the relationships that they have with each other.
My moms are worse off camera.
Oh,
They're
shut
worse
up.
off
When the
camera.
cameras stop, that's when it goes crazy.
Really?
They are worse. Oh, you don't even know. You just
Please
don't
tell
even
me
know.
that they're not
I wonder, like, don't they
worse.
have jobs though?
Oh, they're
Like,
worse.
or
No!
Shouldn't they be cooking or something?
I think one of them worked at the mall for 2 weeks after graduation.
Well,
and then
Holly
she got
has a
married.
PhD in psychology, right?
Yeah. I have a
Or
PhD
education.
too.
In what?
I just have a PhD.
In what? What did you study?
it was like an honorary one.
No, it's a Penn Hills diploma.
Oh, shut up.
we all sat here
My high
like
school is Penn Hills.
You heard
but
crickets.
I'm reaching out. I would love Carnegie Mellon University to give me a
Because
A PhD.
PhD in reality TV.
there were some episodes. There were some
TV
episodes.
production and design.
There were some episodes that were pretty. Going back to the content in the show and what we're seeing, there were some episodes that were very intense. Like wow, like wouldn't go so far to say there was violence, but
there was
water's
there was
thrown
a
on
little
you.
there was a little brawl with two of the moms.
yeah, I mean,
there was
yeah.
Kathy hitting you with the
Nakaya going
purse.
cray
and,
cray.
like so there was a lot of
Did you have security?
there was a lot of increased.
We do have security. Where he is all the time when I need him, I don't know, but it's
there were a
going to
lot
get
of-
worse. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's going to get worse.
So season 4, the
Season
mums
4
are
gets-
it's all out.
See, I just feel like it's so simple. You show up, you bring your child to class, you
shut
sit
up.
there,
Right.
you text, you knit, you make phone calls, whatever it is you need to do.
Balance your
and then
checkbook.
And then you go home. Like all this other like
That's Team Too Much, right?
Is hashtag Team
I
Too
mean,
Much.
Abby, you
And-
constantly see it. All these mums vicariously living through their daughters.
Well, yes,
They
but
never
you
got
just
to
see
do
the
it.
moms that are cast on the television show. You don't see all the other moms that are in my studio thinking those hidden cameras are somewhere, and they're just diving in there and going after it too.
You
And
know
I'm
what?
like, whoa.
I think what your next show should be is an actual hidden camera to catch those moms and what they do.
Well, I've been trying to do, Abby after class.
Abby, oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, that is
Abby after class.
After
See,
class.
I know.
Behind, no, or like
When I originally
That would be good.
the green room.
when the show first started and the original discussions happened and everything, it was my goal that after each episode there was, visit .com, and it would be me teaching an actual lesson, so that if somebody did a new step in in one of the routines, or the kids were struggling with the step in the group, I would explain that and teach that step. And if we didn't have anything, it would be just some warm up thing or flexibility thing. That was my goal, for it to be completely educational. And I think the masses would have not been so ugly and hateful and nasty because, well, wait a minute, she does know what she's doing.
Right.
Yeah.
My daughter just learned X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And I've been paying tuition for 3 years and she never learned
And
that.
she never learned it.
Right. So that was my goal. And I hope to someday still be able to do that. And after class would be kind of funny, sexy, hot. The teachers all are at my desk, and then all the teachers come out of class. Well, so-and-so did this today, and so-and-so did that. And, somebody wet the floor, and, all this.
It's like the after
preschoolers.
dark. Abby's after dark.
Yeah.
Abby After Dark. One of the interesting things that I loved seeing on the show was when you brought in the dads, because they were more emotional and more catty than some of the moms. Well, the little boy that we were not fans of, Julius, Jalen.
Yeah, you're giving him a shout out.
Sorry,
Hey,
I'm not. Look, I'm not.
Jason tonight,
Listen,
I mean-
I'm
No,
not-
You say somebody's name on a microphone, it gives them power.
Jason J. Carter.
He actually.
no,
I don't know if I told you this, but like during that time,
He emailed us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about him and how he was and everything like that. He
Dad
actually
got
emailed
into
us.
me.
Yeah.
Was
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. It was like
Imagine him dealing with me. He was in my face, spitting at me,
Yeah.
screaming.
Do you ever get nervous during like those situations when it becomes a little bit more
Yes.
than just usual?
Yeah, I filed a police report over one of the choreographers that was in my face.
Well, that he needs to go. I love when the moms storm out. Do they just do a lap around the building and come back like Kelly?
Kelly has walked out of that studio more times than people have actually come in.
Like, I'm not coming back, and they're like circling back into the parking lot.
Kelly is another. Please have a seat. Hashtag too much.
Yeah, and the eyes.
I just feel that the show is, it revolves around dancing,
Right.
Yeah.
and performing. And if you can't do split anymore, you shouldn't be on the show.
There you go. Hashtag pow pow.
So, but Abby, let's talk about you and the other things that you are doing besides Dance Moms, besides Dabby's Ultimate. You mentioned that you have your dancewear line.
I have a dancewear line coming out. There's some of it's out now, but there's like a whole new line, and we're doing some of the backs of the things with like a K for Kendo and an N for Nia and M for Matt. It's really cool. Very innovative.
Can there be a T for Tony?
Okay, so
I'm sure there's a T-back something.
Sure, I think there should be. Listen, I'm trying to get to the top of the pyramid. Like,
Okay. Oh, honey.
listen, I can.
Your performance of Single Ladies, you are on the top of my pyramid.
Yes.
You never have to worry about that.
Watch out, Maddie. Let's see Maddie compete with me with Single Ladies.
Oh, no, you would dust her.
Boom.
Dust her. Boom.
Top of the
hip hop's
pyramid.
not my strong point.
Can we? I think that should be a special episode of Dance Moms where I come in
You can come to Pittsburgh.
and we do the pyramid and it's me at the top of the pyramid.
you've had some pretty cool guest stars. Shangela was on there.
Shangela was on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's recovering.
She's still recovering.
Speedy
Big
recovery.
shout out
Yes.
to Shangela
We want
for
to do
speedy recovery.
we want to do a song with her and Nia. Nia has a nice little voice.
Does she?
Oh.
She does. She does. So maybe when those bunions get bigger, she can
She needs some
rely
time
on her
off. She
voice.
can go and sing. Yeah, sure.
What else do you have on the horizon?
I'm writing a book
Okay.
with HarperCollins.
A tell-all.
HarperCollins. No, it's more of a parental instruction guide. It's like how to be a better parent and how to don't say that this kid's the favorite. Make your kid be the favorite. Why is the kid the favorite? She's on time. She's prepared. She remembers the choreography. She's warmed up. She, has her music. Like, there's a reason they're the favorite. So it's kind of a tell-all maybe about me, my background, what I'm trying to do. But it's mainly a guide for tweens. They can read it, but also parents can read it and find out, how to make your kid the best.
Yeah.
How to get your child to the top of the pyramid.
That's what,
One way you can is by teaching your child single ladies.
So, okay.
But I am still a single lady.
Now, on that, we want to hear about Abby's dating
And the reason why I
relationship.
keep
What's going
asking
on?
if the man you're dating is black, because in one episode you went on, I think, 5 minutes and 5 dates and 55
Oh,
minutes.
the
And
speed
with
dating.
Daryl, right?
I think his name was Daryl. He was like,
Daryl,
he's
he's
like a football player.
coach. Yeah,
Or
he's a football coach.
Yeah, we were rooting for him.
He's
We was
also
like-
one of the. He's the line producers.
Yeah, like, Abby, get your
Brother
swirl on.
or-
Get your swirl on, girl.
No,
No?
no.
No? They didn't live up to the myth?
Ooh.
I mean, some people have prerequisites.
I think we had a salad and that was it.
A salad? That what you're calling
that
it
didn't go
now.
anywhere. That didn't go anywhere.
A salad.
So no.
Daryl, so you're single still?
Any men?
I'm waiting for a
things
ring.
you want?
Put a ring on
Oh,
it?
really?
So what kind of men do you like? What? So what is
you
your
really
type?
want to know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Short,
I like
Asian,
men that stop traffic.
Like really
Oh.
traffic dudes that.
No,
No,
Like really, Abby.
She
I
likes-
like men that
no,
are
she likes
so
a guy-
hot.
She likes a guy in a uniform.
I like it. Robert Redford in The Way We Were.
Very nice.
She likes a guy that as soon as he steps out, it's
Oh,
just
okay. I was like,
I like a man that stops
There's
traffic.
plenty
And
of
I
them.
like that guy like that. In
That
the
masculine-
sweatpants and the sweatshirt and the gym and all that.
real
like real sweaty.
She wants burned,
like
fit out.
that masculine musk.
six pack
Yeah,
abs,
yeah.
tall,
Black.
the brawny guy.
How would you go, Abby? We were talking about it before. What about?
I
know
like
you've
that
been very.
European-looking Zara guy too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I rather have the jock.
Good for you.
What about Millionaire
too.
Matchmaker?
I gave that to Melissa for the Christmas special.
Yeah. What about we put you on it?
I think Penny, you know,
Millionaire? I haven't checked lately, but after this Christmas, I'm not a millionaire. But no way.
I
No, I like guys. I had a great guy, and then I let him get away.
you let him get away.
He was Canadian.
Canadian.
And every time I go to Canada and I do press there, because we're huge in Canada, I put a shout out to him all the time. I'm
And
like, Rob, where are you? Yeah.
Rob in Canada. If you are watching this,
Roberto Mancini.
Robert.
That was his name.
Roberta.
Roberta Mancini?
He's like 6'2", gorgeous,
Black.
stunning, spoke 5 languages fluently.
Could he dance though? Is that
Great.
is that
Oh, yeah,
the
he
deal?
can dance.
You get-
But not like that kind of dance.
Right. Well,
So-
Roberto in Canada, if you are watching, Abby is looking for you. So call
I've
her.
been looking for him.
The one that
he's in
got
hiding.
away.
I think his wife, I don't know.
His wife.
His wife.
Probably, I'm sure he's married.
His wife. Wow.
You know what? You know what my friend likes to do.
Get hall passes.
No. Whenever currently she likes a guy that is nowhere to be found. Whatever.
Okay.
So every day we create a new way that maybe he's dead or maybe something happened to him, just so that she can get over it. So like the latest was that he died in a unfortunate accident at a tampon factory.
But
That's me.
Use
kind
your
of delusional
imagination.
life
Listen,
is that?
that's a way to cope and get over it, so that you don't sit by the phone
Now,
and wait
this
for
guy
someone
was,
to call.
what? Would I wait for someone to call
Well,
me?
I'm not talking about you specifically, Abby. I mean, you don't look like the kind of girl or
That would
woman
sit around, wait
that would
around.
sit
Yeah.
around waiting for a man to call.
You've got too much stuff to do. I mean, you
do.
don't have time.
You have things to do. You have a list of things you don't have time for.
I know, but you
That-
know, sometimes a girl still cries.
Yeah.
You need someone to hold
Sometimes
you
she
at
lets.
night.
She lets it. What?
You need someone to hold you at night, Abby.
No, I got that
You
worked out.
can
I
fly
just-
me to Pittsburgh. I will hold you
Oh,
every night.
all
I'll stir your
right.
coffee. I'm like a really good
All right.
assistant.
Are you?
I've been-
My
Yes.
assistant makes a lot of money.
I mean, and I'm cute too. I mean, it's like a dude. Let's do
And you
this.
can carry the luggage and get the car.
Actually, I can't carry luggage. I did have back surgery. I am kind of messed up. However,
Oh.
I can't get the car.
and That has been null and void. All right,
Yeah.
so
He's out.
Moving on.
He's out.
What are some of the? What are on a more positive note, Abby? What are some of the things you want your public to know about you that are inspirational? There's some of the things that again.
That I'm good at my job.
Okay.
It's not easy. We've shot how many? I'm over 100 episodes.
Yep.
You know, Sally Field isn't on television as much as I am. Like crazy.
We haven't
It's
seen her
crazy.
since Lincoln.
I mean, you're like the dancing Oprah. Shut up. Was it since Lincoln? That's
Yeah,
the movie, right?
Yeah,
that's
we haven't
okay.
seen her since Lincoln.
I was like, she ain't that
Well-
old.
yeah.
No, but I feel like I've gotten kids out of Pittsburgh, and I'm not dishing Pittsburgh. I love my steel town, and I love my French fries at the Dirty O. I can do all that. My thing is, I've taken kids who grew up in average middle class families or even lower middle class families, and these kids now have a house in the Hamptons, and they have a home in Beverly Hills, and they've been all over the world, or they've been even just on a cruise ship and had the opportunity to visit all these countries. They would have never been able to do that, and they got paid to do it. So I
You're
know
giving
that
these
I did
kids an
this for them.
opportunity
Yeah.
that they would have
In
never
writing
had.
the book, it's kind of going back in history about some of the kids who, you know, graduated from high school and suddenly they were doing the national tour of Contact and they were the girl in the yellow dress at 18 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, that wouldn't happen from any other studio. That happened from my studio.
Yeah.
Yep.
And sadly, sometimes it's, you know, quantity versus quality. And I'm not a studio that has 2,000 students like some of my friends, but I've produced more professional working dancers than anybody has.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
making stars.
So I feel like I don't get enough credit for that. And maybe those kids themselves don't give me enough credit.
Right.
I mean, they remember back and, you know, you hear from them every once in a while, but damn it, where's the Christmas card?
Yeah.
Would
That's
there
all,
be
that's
one
all she's asking for
particular-
is a Christmas card.
Yeah.
Is there one particular
Well, no,
student
really
that
a
you wanna
Mother's
call
Day
out?
card.
Is there one particular
Oh,
student
no,
from
honey,
all
I
your
got a
teaching
list
history?
of like
Paula
47
Abdul.
of them
Students?
that, yeah.
Now, what
that
about
owe you
one
Christmas cards?
breakthrough that really, you
Oh,
know,
a kid that's amazing?
that has done absolutely amazing in your
I have
entire
a boy.
teaching history?
I have a boy. Oh, well, I have a boy in Newsies right now. He's plays Specs with the glasses. He's incredible. And Christopher Catelli, the choreographer, actually changed up some of the track for him because the original kid that did it didn't tap, and John Michael does. So they switched it around a little bit. I have a student, Mark Myers. He's the dance supervisor of Wicked, like all over the world. And
I love Wicked.
yes, and he's done quite well for himself. And Asmaret is on her 7th Broadway show. She just moved out here. I hope she has to see my face on every bus stop when she drives by. And I have kids in Vegas. I have a girl in La Rev, a beautiful acrobat. I have a girl in, can't think of the show, Rock of Ages. She's one of the leads. I have the girl on Broadway in Big Fish. I have, you know, it's constant. And I have kids in Tokyo Disney. I've had 13 different children in like 25 contracts. Like the girl that's there now, she's on her 5th contract
Oh, wow.
to go there.
That's awesome.
Now, the question is, are you getting tickets to all this stuff? And how can I get one?
Well, you can get I'll get you a ticket to whatever you want to get a ticket to.
Hey, sitting on the couch, we have John Corley, one of the mastermind creator behind the show.
Puppet master.
Yeah, so the puppet master. So, John, he's sitting there looking all like, yeah. John, you know, you've owned the studio
Did I
yourself.
just say that?
What did you say?
We did miss it.
Go ahead.
You
No,
want to
no,
hire me
no.
to be your assistant? I know, Abby. We'll talk off,
No, no, no.
offside.
It was something about a puppet. Go ahead.
But John, you've owned a studio yourself for many years, and so your experiences in that studio. One day you just woke up and thought, you know what, this would be a damn good reality show.
Well, I didn't own it, but I had a dance company that
Sure.
I run. And yeah, I mean, LA Dance Moms are definitely way crazier.
Every
a little
mother
more-
and every mother fell in love with him. That was the problem.
It's the cheekbone.
He would call me and say, "Oh, I'm going to lunch with so and so." I go, "No. You can't go to lunch with one mom.
You're like,
and not all the moms.
And all
Yeah.
moms.
Then if that mom's kid's in the front, what happened at that lunch?" You know, I said, "John, you can't do that. You have to distance yourself a little bit from them."
I just think that they're everywhere. They live amongst us dance moms.
Yeah.
And
like they're vampires, right?
you know, it's like the
Dance mom,
aunt,
stage
the cousin.
moms. Yeah.
You know, you could be a dance mom when you have kids. You
Yeah.
never know. Like
You
when
may
you
have
get
you may have the gene.
Right, it's just, you know,
You're
inside
exactly,
of
it's
you.
about to
But
come
she
out.
had I don't know if it was Pittsburgh or Abby, but you know, she's the ultimate dance mom. Abby. You know, that's what she is, their mom in,
Right.
in that world.
She has a
so
little tear in her eye.
she brings those like other dance moms. They kind of like flock to Abby.
Yeah.
And the same
She's the
personality.
leader.
That's awesome.
One of my kids that's out here, she has the most gorgeous feet and legs that you have ever seen in the world.
I mean,
That's what I compare every kid to.
Oh, feet. Okay, I was like, well, does she get a mani-pedi or like? But I get it now. Okay, I was like,
no. Her arches are hyperextended.
Gotcha.
They're stunning and
They're not tickled?
perfect turnout. Oh God, no, stunning. And we had lunch with her a while back when this show first started, and she said something interesting to me. In the way she saw it was, she said to John, she said, "What happened for Abby is what she wanted for all of us, and now it's happened to her. I wanted them to be stars.
Yeah.
I groomed them from 7, 8 years old to be stars, to wear a crown on your head, to be in a Broadway show. You know, I did all that. I used to bring those kids out here to LA. We would stay at the Econo Lodge. I'd have 7 kids in the room. We had to take the lounge chair from the pool, and we'd bring it into the room every night and make it up like a bed for one of the kids, and then take it back out in the morning. And like one time, we forgot. We had to get to the edge. We got to the edge of class. We were late. We're like, oh my God, they're going to know that we have an extra kid in the room. And we got back, and the maid had made it up for us.
Cute.
Yes. So, I mean, those are the old days, you know, and nothing for me has changed on that side, you know, as far as the kids go. I just have my own room and I have clean towels.
Yeah.
So,
But it's still Abby. You've still got. I mean, is that what this book and everything's coming out is really trying to tell the viewers and stuff, that there is
think,
that
yes.
softer mum? I mean, Abby, you're the mum to all them too.
I am.
Yeah.
So maybe a Mother's Day card too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, or something.
Get it. Get it all. Get
What
all
are
you
five,
can
okay,
get.
so let's get to know Abby on a lighter note. What are 5 things about you that we don't know, or 5 interesting tidbits about Abby Lee? We can't say Bill, right? Abby Lee, just Abby Lee.
Right.
Okay.
I have very picky tastes, but not expensive tastes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Like it has to be the right Heinz ketchup and the right thing, but it can still just be a hot dog.
That's
Right.
very
Okay.
Virgo,
Yeah.
by the way. Yep.
I love with all of my heart.
Well, that's evident on the show. That's
Okay.
evident.
Yeah.
I am an amazing shopper.
Like as far as like,
What?
At Ross.
Stop.
First of all,
listen.
No, like
Dress for less. There is
She
nothing
said she
wrong.
didn't have
I
expensive
like
taste.
it's about
Jason.
Marshalls. You need to be a Marshallista.
There is nothing wrong.
I'm a good shopper, and I think I'm also a good costumer. Like a costume to fit a child's body, like so that you know. hide
You're a
the
good
flaws.
dressmaker. Would
That's
you say
3.
that?
That's 3. 2 more.
Yeah. My knee has been killing me. I should never. I know not to ever say anything negative in that thing. I'm fun.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm fun. I'm funny.
Yes.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humorous.
Yeah.
We're like, no, you're not, Abby. You're not funny.
And
Not.
That was it. That was fine.
I don't sleep well.
Why not, girl? Ambien. Some. I can hook you up.
It's fine. It's fine.
Ambien?
Yeah. And no,
I would never take a pill.
Do you
No.
think
It's
that
probably
the
because
sleeping
of-
difficulties because you schedule? I mean, it's crazy.
You're famous.
No.
I mean, when do you get time to sleep?
My dad died a horrible death of esophageal cancer, and I remember distinctly carrying him down our steps, like having him hold onto my back to go to chemo, and I remember injuring my back, and so I have like spondylolisthesis.
Yes.
Yes, and there's no time to have any back surgery, so it like makes my hip and my leg numb down my right side, and that's when I'm sleeping. It literally wakes me up.
So you have
it's
sciatica?
constant. Well, a little bit. So we'll see. We have to get that fixed, and
Yeah,
that'll be
lifetime.
good.
Get that
Yeah.
good insurance. Get it fixed.
Yeah. Give us some time off to get
I mean, I
it
know.
fixed. I mean,
Oh, let's speak of time off.
The
Oh, boy.
ever-going season,
So
Dance Mom, season 10, coming in 2015.
Well, speaking
Now
of
they only have options to 8.
speaking of going back to Dance Moms, what have been?
Okay, sweaty. We don't have anyone to come touch me up in here.
any
No?
Do you want here?
The
There's
Zen
Jason
fast
right there.
copy.
There you go. Get her.
Get a
Tap
paper
her.
cut. How about that talented?
So, what have been some of your favorite moments from the past?
Oh
3
God,
seasons?
seeing the kids dance. Some of the solos have been incredible. There's a new young lady on the show. Season 4.
Yes.
Yes. Any more
Can't,
information?
I can't, but she's gorgeous. Yeah, she does a duet with Maddie that's pretty stunning. And, thank you. Someone's crawling in on the floor to hand me Kleenex. And what else? What else is exciting?
Are they ever going to change the theme song? Maybe do like like the opening and everything?
We redid. We shot a new opening, but I don't know if they're going to when they're using it or what
because
they're not.
the kids look real young.
and Vivi.
I know, but I like that they look young.
Well,
So then you can see how much they've grown.
Yeah, but it's not
Nia,
them anymore.
Ping and Pow lately, I'm like, whoa, Nia, like you did.
You cannot.
does that
Did
mean?
you want to elaborate on that?
What is Ping and
Ping
Pow?
and Pow means ping and pow. You know
She
what I'm
has
saying?
Yeah.
grown up.
She has-
the
she has
girl is, you know,
definitely
She's a woman
But
now.
see, when we started back this season in September at the dance studio, I thought she looked taller and leaner
Yeah.
yeah.
than
Yeah.
she did at the end of the other season. Yeah, she got taller, and the kids do that. They get tall and thinner,
stretch
and then
out.
they get thicker again, and then they get tall. It's just a cycle, and then tall stops.
Well,
Yes.
for me, I was short and chubby, and then I grew up tall and sort of lean, and then tall and kind of chubby.
Really?
Yeah.
I know I was always good looking. Just kidding. One of the
Well,
things
your mother's a surgeon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the
Exactly.
things I love about this show is the vignettes or the testimonies from the girls when they're talking about the performances. Like, Chloe's always like, I thought I did pretty good, but Abby said I was not good, so I'm not gonna suck anymore. They're so innocent. Or poor Mackenzie. She is my favorite. I love Mackenzie because
Wait till you hear her songs.
you dressed her and pushed her out there. You're like, you better get her right. She's like dancing for her life.
But now she's pretty sassy.
And that walk.
Oh,
Do
I
you
can
have that
tell.
picture? Can you show them that picture and they can pop it up of us in the studio?
Oh, okay.
Do they still do the walk on the
Send it to
Santoron?
you.
When they come onto the stage?
You're like the caravan skip. Yeah. Like the walk, cross, pose.
Like they could do like a sick hip hop routine and they saunter off.
Yeah. They don't do some hip hop routines, but that's another
Hip
story.
hop's not my strong point.
I just can't get a hip hop teacher to show up at the studio.
That's not crazy.
Like that has a watch in a car.
Really?
Yes, it's hard in Pittsburgh.
Wow, in Pittsburgh. Well, I mean,
Well,
What
I mean, it's
about
Pittsburgh.
thinking about taking the studio? I mean, any updates on LA?
Yes, we actually found some amazing property. We're negotiating right now on the fee because it's insane.
Yeah.
I could build 10 buildings, out
It
here.
ain't Pittsburgh.
So no, it's not. But it has a huge parking lot, which is
for Jill to go
With
around
no
and do action and
potholes.
stuff.
There you go.
no. But I
Just-
mean, for here, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has the elevated observation mezzanine. That's what sold me on it. That's why I went, oh my goodness, this is perfect. All we have to do is glass it in and
Yeah.
do that. So I don't know. We have to see. My mom, her health is not good, so I really can't make plans for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we wish her all the best.
What is because I know a lot of people are very concerned with like how your mom is doing and everything because
Well,
everyone.
she's in hospice care now, and
Yeah.
it's very sad, and she deteriorates every week when I get back. She's a little smaller and a little weaker. But sharp as a tack.
Oh yeah.
Sharp as a tack.
And she loves the show.
My
She watches
Yeah.
it religiously.
Yes.
my favorite.
And she loves Mr. John Corella too.
My favorite from last season with your mom was when Kelly was
doesn't.
doing the standoff, and your mom was like just going in on her. I love that so much. She was.
When she was standing there, my mother was sitting behind me, like.
and she was just like unbelievable. Like how? I mean, she just sat, she was very nice about it, but she was really like.
Well, she's known Kelly since she was 3 years old.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful.
Oh yeah.
Kelly. And then, did you get a new dog?
No.
No, you didn't get a new dog.
I'm an only child. My mother was an only child. I think Broadway Baby's going to be an only child.
What about a cat?
But I bought Mackenzie a puppy.
I know.
And that was my fantasy. That was my dream my entire life. Every single birthday and Christmas list that my mother still has, it says #1 puppy, dog. And then it has little notes on the side that say, like, if you get the dog, you don't need to get everything else on the list.
Yeah.
And like giving her an out, So, and my dad used to take me every couple of years to buy a Maltese, and he would write the check, and we'd go to the breeder and do it all. And then he'd say, oh, wait, the pediatrician said I have to look at her in the light outside. And he would take me outside, and I'd have hives like all over my face, and my throat was swelling shut and all that. So when I was 30, I just went and bought Broadway Baby, and I bought all the stuff. Like I just walked in the store, I said, I'll take her. I didn't know anything about a dog, and it was the best thing in my life. the best thing. Yes.
So, truck or car?
Truck or car?
Oh, me.
Yeah.
Well, I usually drive an Escalade. So that's kind of a truck or car.
Escalade. On
Okay.
20s?
But I need a guy with a truck
don't
to carry the
come on.
props.
See,
See, I need a man.
We're
I
creating
need a
Abby's
man that's-
ultimate man.
Right.
He's stunning and gorgeous and can wear a tuxedo and appreciates theater and dance and knows everybody
But
that
he's
I
a
know.
manly man at
But,
home.
Manly
but,
man.
but he can, like he has a hammer and
He can
a
fix
tool
that
belt.
toilet. He drives
And-
that truck, and
That's right. He
and
makes
looks
the
great
props.
in
He has to
those
make the
jeans.
props.
Big props.
We don't have any props
I can't
because I
even
don't
make
even want to make
toast.
them.
No. I can't. Sorry, Abby. We're not a matchmate now.
I know.
All right, so to wrap this up, because we're getting way over time now.
Buzz.
Right. What at the end of the day, Abby, like with Dance Moms, with Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition, with your dance wear coming out and your
My
kids,
book.
your book, all the things. What's the overall?
It's HarperCollins. Everything I need to know about life I learned in dance class.
And when is it expected to
it?
come out?
After Easter, right after Easter, spring.
Okay.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, what do you hope people? What's the ultimate message that you want to send out to people as far as like what you're doing and with all the different ventures and things like that?
Well, as far as the show goes, the message is that every child should dance. Just for spatial awareness, for theater etiquette, all of those things they need to learn.
Right.
They're not learning at school. They need to learn in dance class. I think for me is watch. There's a lot more in store.
Yes.
Yes.
Keep watching. Tuesday nights at 9 on Lifetime.
Yes.
Please.
Oh yeah.
Let's get those numbers up and
Let's make
And-
season
and-
4 even bigger.
bigger and better. Season 4,
shirts.
we're on tour.
Yes.
There we go.
We did all those auditions all over the country. My goodness.
But not the mall. But it's going to be the company, not when they went on their own and did the mall tour.
Oh,
And
God,
it was
no.
The atrocity that it was.
God no.
We're going to do a mall tour, guys.
And that was a mess.
Yeah.
A hot
Volcanic
mess.
mess.
Because it was behind my back.
Well,
Abby
that's what
wasn't
happens.
involved.
When
That's
you
why.
when you go behind
Yeah.
my back,
You will crack.
wait till
Ooh,
you
I
see
mean
the
it.
difference. Wait till you see the difference in okay. Wait till you see the difference in Mackenzie's career.
Well,
There
we
we
will
go.
be looking forward to it. So,
Another exclusive.
guys, make sure you tune in to our AfterBuzz recap of Dance Moms right here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. with myself, Tony Moore, Stephanie. We will also have Francisco and Anika joining us. Before we leave out, Stephanie, where can they find you?
Yes, guys, you can find me at www.stephaniemcgrath.com.
And Jason?
You can follow me online at JJC Forever on Twitter and also at the Say What Web Show at thesaywhatwebshow.com.
And
I
Abby?
don't even understand a word they all said, but
And you can find Abby.
Abby at abbyleedancecompany.com. Visit now. Oh, my Instagram is the real Abby Lee.
The Real.
Yes, and my Twitter is Abby_Lee_Miller. Get it right. There's a lot of fakes out there.
Yes.
Everybody wants to be me.
Well, of course. And of course, they can go purchase the apparel rare. Again?
AbbyLeeDanceCompany.com.
Okay.
Visit the Shopee there.
Yep.
SHOPPE. Okay.
And of course, you guys can find me at loungingwithtony.com and on all social media platforms at loungingwithtony. We will see
Or
you
any
guys
bar in West Hollywood.
He is the king of West Hollywood.
performing single ladies.
On top of the pyramid, they
On
can
top of
find
the
you.
pyramid. See, exactly. That's what got me to the
Yes.
top of the pyramid. Well, Abby, thank you so much for being
Thank you
with
for
us
having
today.
me. And this is New Year's Day. I want to wish all of you Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year
And
to
may
you.
this be safe and healthy and prosperous for all.
Yes,
Yes.
and much continued success to
Thank
you
you.
and all of the dance moms and kids, and we'll
Crazy,
leave it
yeah.
at that. And Jason, thank you for coming in.
My pleasure. Always a
and
pleasure.
joining us today.
course.
And thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next Wednesday at 8 p.m.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals. Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.